Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're listening. Hello.
Hello, we're back.
We're back. What's that? Is that from a movie? Good morning, good evening, good night.
It is. I don't know what I don't
Oh, Truman Show.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that show? Yeah, that's a good one. Anyway, that's a good random throwback for the morning.
We are doing a little quickfire session today,
Yes.
which is exciting.
But before we do that,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
so what are you drinking? What are
I
you
don't know.
thinking
I'm
today?
in a rush.
You're in a where have you got to be?
Nowhere.
Here all day.
We are. We actually have a guest coming in soon, so
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
speed up.
Like,
What are you
yeah,
drinking? What are you thinking? Let's go.
honestly, just have some Hydrolite in here, keep
Mm.
up my hydration. And what I'm thinking about, um, my mum, this morning, because I've had my hair done. I don't know if you noticed. Going back
I did.
blonder.
It's beautiful.
And mum and dad came to pick up the girls so they could do drop off for me. And mum's like, "Oh, you're recording today. You look really good." I've actually noticed the last couple of episodes, you guys, you're looking really tired and you don't look so well. And I was like, "What?"
It's coming on across all the video how tired we've been.
So that's just been on my mind. But that's pretty much it. What about you?
Well,
Sorry to
feeling pretty good about myself today, but well, I am drinking some sugar-free cordial in my water jug today. And I actually put some like reishi mushroom drops in there because it's like calming and de-stressing apparently.
Is
So
that working for you?
I do actually. I feel quite
Oh,
calm
good.
this morning, but I forgot it was in there and we were driving and my kids like, "Can I have some water, mum?" So obviously, your mum and you pass it back and they drank it and they hand it back. I'm like, "Oh,
Oh, so there's no taste to it?
no, no, no."
Oh,
Some of the mushroom drops do, but this one
no.
doesn't really have a taste. So anyway, I just dropped them off to their dads and hopefully they'll be really calm today because Raishi's the most calming one. So
Okay, well,
just
fingers
another one
crossed.
of the things I am trying to de-stress myself at the moment. And what am I thinking about? Not drugging my kids with
Dra
mushrooms, that's for sure.
But
Actually, it was funny because we drove up here to the Central Coast, so we had like an hour, hour and a half in the car to get
mm,
up here. And the kids are like really into music now, which is great. I love that. I love music, so I'm very
mm,
happy that they're passionate about it as well. But the song requests that they have, and I don't know where they're hearing these songs. Like some of the songs now that they are requesting, some of them are like old from like my generation,
mm.
uh, but they have very questionable lyrics,
Yes.
right? A couple of examples. So there's a song by a guy called Darwin, Dessert, right? And it's all around, I want you all night long. And like
Yeah.
they're singing along to it and they think it's about dessert,
Oh
like
god.
ice cream.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Taylor said to me the other day, he's like, "You know what that song's about, don't you?" I was like, "I know, but I can't, like, I just have to pretend it's about dessert."
Yeah.
Because when we were kids, like, there were so many of those songs that we would have sung along to and not known what's going
Totally.
on,
And you
right?
hear the lyrics of those ones now. I saw a reel the
Yeah.
other day, and it was like this lady who realized what the actual lyrics were that she was singing along to.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't remember what
Yeah.
song it was, but
Alarming.
yeah.
Yeah. And there's another one, that Charlie XCX, and it's like, "You wanna guess the color of my underwear?"
Mm.
And they think it's, like, funny and hilarious,
Yeah.
right? But I'm like, "That's a very sexual song for some 5 and 7-year-olds to be." I have to pretend that's not a big deal because if I get
If you
like,
make a
if
big
you
deal
make
out
it
of
a big
it.
deal, then it becomes like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
then now I'm gonna push it." So, anyway, I just hope they're not going to school and friends' houses singing those songs and parents
Probably.
are
To
like,
be honest,
"Damn,
they probably are.
these kids are wild." Oh, anyway, so yes, back to yes, get
Yeah.
back on track
I
because
know.
you're on a tight schedule, clearly. We have some just quick fire questions today.
Mm.
We haven't told each other what the questions are,
Yeah.
and I think mine are gonna be sillier and funnier than yours,
Yeah.
but
Mine are, well, it depends how you answer them, but do you wanna go first?
no, you go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll just start at the top then, shall I?
It's a very
If
good place to start.
if you weren't worried about what people thought about you, what would you do differently in your business?
Ooh, um, that's a very, very good question
Mm.
because I think I've become a lot less worried about what people think about me over
Yeah.
the years. But I'd probably be a little bit more controversial. Like, sometimes I know I have opinions on things,
Yeah.
and I do, like, probably hold myself back from being very opinionated,
Yeah.
uh, because of reputation and brand perception and all of those
Totally.
kind of things.
Yep.
So probably I would have a bit less of a filter, maybe?
Yep.
But it's
I'm the same.
funny. Yeah, it's funny because, like, even sometimes when I'm really opinionated or something's frustrated me or something's annoying me in the industry, like,
Yep.
I'm very good at like, kind of seeing it from another person's point of view. So I usually kind of talk myself out of the judgment or whatever it
Yeah,
is
yeah,
anyway. But yeah, maybe just be a bit more out there.
yeah,
I'm not that worried what people think, but it's more
for
brand
sure.
reputation
Yeah,
that I want to maintain.
yeah. No, I'm the same.
What
And
about
just
you?
showing up more on social media, talking about more things. I think I worry too much about, like the conversation we were having with Andrew this morning about, we were telling him what my mum was saying. I'm like,
Okay.
can we put a filter on this? Showing up more and talking about more things on social and just not
Yeah.
caring so much about what people think about
Yeah.
what I'm talking about or is
I
the
do find
lighting
that
right?
the more real you are, more authentic you are, like
Yeah,
people I don't know, I think people resonate more.
for sure.
I don't know, I think I mean, I do share a lot anyway around stuff that I'm going through. I tend to find someone gave me advice once around, sharing a personal brand. It's around, like, sharing when you're in the moment versus sharing, like, when you've just gone through something and telling the story about it
Mm,
because, there's people you see on socials and they show up very raw in the moment of an emotion of something,
yeah.
right? And look, all for power to them in doing that. But she said for me, especially as being a coach and for brand reputation, I like if you can then share afterwards and say, hey, I just went through this, but now I'm feeling like this, and like here's what I've
Mm-mm.
done to kind of move through it. It
Yeah,
kind of more tells a story, and it
yeah.
might then be, I don't know,
But do you
slightly more
think
curated, I
yeah,
suppose. But I suppose
you
it's
can take
then
out the bits that you don't want people to know about
yeah. Yeah, like
and
crying myself to sleep or
yeah.
No, but I'm pretty honest about that too.
Yeah,
But I think it's more maybe, yeah, I don't know, maybe not so much that, like, for me, it's like the opinion thing.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Well, this is actually great for my next question.
Oh, okay.
So, um, what is your petty business ick? Like, what's something that, like, irrationally annoys you in your industry or about business or business owners?
Um, I think the misconceptions around VAs,
Yeah.
um, re I and it's because I've worked with them now for so long,
Mm.
and how much they've done for my business, and it's like, really? Like, you're gonna stop yourself growing your business or getting the help that you need because there is a small chance that it's gonna be the wrong hire or, they're gonna
Mm.
do something to your business. It's like, that can happen here too.
Mm.
So it just really it's not an ick, it just frustrates me
Mm.
massively.
What about is there an ick? Can you say it
An
with me?
ick? Um, not that I can think of. Do you have an ick?
Well, this might be controversial. I don't know. I do have a bit of an ick about our industry, right? We're in the real estate
Yeah.
industry and love you sales agents, but like the perception that that people have about
Mhm.
especially, the flashy sales agents with
Yep.
their showing off on social media, and about how many listings they've got and how many millions of dollars they've
Mm.
written for that year. I don't know. It gives me a little bit of the ick, and I
Yep,
know that I've speak to people outside of the industry who it gives a bit of the ick as well.
for sure.
Um, again, like I said before, like I understand, again, that's their brand
Looking
perception and that's
successful
their what
and
they're doing, so
mm,
I don't judge it at all. But it's like when I talk with my clients around like make it about the clients, not
mm,
about yourself,
yep,
right? They don't care what car you're driving and that kind of thing. Like they just want to know what you can do
yeah,
for them and
sure,
what the results for them are going to be.
yeah.
So that's a little bit
Your
of
ick.
my ick. But I love you, sales agents too. Still like me.
Next question from me. Where are you playing small right now in your business and why?
Well, this is interesting because we actually spoke about this closer, maybe to the start of the year, and I did recognize I was playing small.
Yep.
And I think you encouraged me to, think bigger and play bigger. And it was when we had that chat with Amanda as well.
Yes.
That was really, really cool because that was holy crap. Like you can achieve and think anything, right?
Yep.
So that's definitely encouraged me to think bigger. Um, it's specifically for me in what I've just gone through in hiring, another
Mm,
consultant into my business. Like that's where I've stopped playing small and starting to play bigger and just seeing like, oh wow, I could not just have her. I could have a team of coaches, consultants, specialists, to be working in that psychic brand. And I can see how it can work. And it's actually a relief because then it's not just me.
yeah.
Right. So I can, yeah. that's probably where it was playing small. I had this very limited mindset around that's what I wanted. But I think as well, because I was the kids were really young, like I was almost like that's as much as I believed I could
Yeah.
do during that
Yep.
time. But yeah, I'm thinking bigger now.
So good.
Yeah. What about you?
Very similar. I think I have done really well in pushing myself to this level, but I think to take my business to the next level, it's more mindset. I think I'm, just, I guess, playing small in my own mind. And similar to you, it's like I've got 2 kids. It's like I don't know how much bigger I can grow this in the stage of life that I'm in. But if I look back when I started the business, if I would have said to myself, oh, in 2 years, your business would be here, I would have gone, there's no way I can do that with having like a newborn and a toddler. But I
But
did
then
it.
people do as well. I think
Yeah.
I get very critical of myself sometimes, saying, "Oh, well, like that person's got young kids and they're thinking bigger and doing bigger than me."
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I think anything's possible, but also it's that balance between the business and the kids again, right? We've
Yeah.
come up with this a few times. It's how do you not balance that in your brain? It's like how do you
I
well,
think
it's
you've
like
got to decide what you really want
at different stages.
at different stages. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. Because I'm at that stage now. It's like I could absolutely continue to grow this on the way that I have and even push myself and the team harder to go to that next level, which we're doing. But at the same time, I've got to go, what do I really want? Like,
what do you?
I don't know. That's just the thing. I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is that like you don't know like what you want? Like, is it like income, like lifestyle? What do you want the business to look like?
It's more lifestyle
Mm,
because I actually like working really hard. I
mm,
do. But I want to slow down a little bit in the sense that my kids are young and I would love to go to the beach a bit more and take time out,
mm,
take a few days off a week to work on myself and I could absolutely do that. And I want to do that, but I also like working really hard as well. So it's just
mm.
finding, I feel like we
Yeah.
talk about it every
Oh,
episode.
I know,
It's like that
but I'm the
balance.
same, right? There's a and I think there are like whenever I've done like therapy before, it's like there are actually different parts of us that want different things. Like
Yeah.
there is a part of me that yes wants bigger business, more income, more wealth, right? But
Mm.
then there's a part of me that's like I just want to chill
Do some
out.
yoga and not
Just,
do a lot.
go to
Yeah.
yoga and be
Yeah.
one of those like chicks on, having my wellness smoothie every morning and
Yeah.
here's my nice calm morning and I'm so lovely and patient with my kids and want to live on a farm and,
Yeah.
and like grow my own crops.
Yeah.
Well, do you? Some
So,
days,
yeah, me too.
like
Sometimes.
some
Yeah.
days I'm like, oh, I just crave that like simpler life.
Yeah.
Like Taylor always says to me like, oh, I don't think you'd actually really want
Yeah.
that when it comes
I
down
feel
to
like
it.
it's good for like a week, and then I'd be like, get me back to
Yeah, like let's maybe just do a farm stay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but I think that it's true of us, right? That there's different parts of us, and sometimes those parts are in conflicting things. And I think with that thinking small to going big, I think that holding back or thinking small, there's been fear attached to it around,
yeah.
oh, well, if I want to push harder, what's that going to mean? I'm going to have to obviously put in more time and energy, and I'm already tired and burnt out. So
Mm,
how would I be able to do that? Oh, well, I can't do that. It's too hard.
yeah,
So I think that's, yeah, those conversations the last couple of months around, thinking bigger. It's like, how could we think bigger, but not have to sacrifice, more
yeah,
time away from, the family and all
yeah.
of that. Hmm.
Mm.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. One for you. If your business had a warning label, what would it say?
Oh my, I don't know.
Angel, watch out. Massive growth ahead.
Yeah. I love it. It's fun. I did a reel a couple of weeks ago and it was like, don't talk to me unless you want to know how to grow a team, how to scale your business.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
a
like,
clever one.
it was yeah, thanks. It was.
I
But it
liked it.
would be, yeah, probably the only you and mum. Um, but I think that's it. Like it would have to be, yeah,
Warning.
like it's,
Hey, that's a good idea for a reel. We should do that one.
uh,
Warning label.
yeah. Like, yeah, what about you?
Yes, warning, you may get everything you want out of business and life and more.
I love it.
Good reframe there. A warning label.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think there would be like a bad one. Actually, on a realistic front, you might have to do some work.
Yes, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, and same with me. You might
Warning, if
actually
you want to grow and you
Yeah.
want to work with us, you might have to do some work. We're not coming to just take all the problems away. Like, you might have to do some work to change your business, to change your leadership, to change your team, your structure, the way that you do things if you want to achieve what you want to achieve.
Totally. And for me, warning, you do actually have to onboard and train.
Warning.
Onboard and train your VA
Yeah.
to work in your business. Like we can't do everything. We can provide a great VA, we can onboard them into agencying, and we can make sure they've got the right skill set and the qualifications to work in your business, but it's your business with your procedures. You need to spend some time training and onboarding. So, warning,
Warning.
can't do everything. We can lead a horse to water, but we cannot make it drink.
You saying that your clients are horses that need to drink the water?
Well, no, but that's
Yes,
the
no,
reality.
it's true though.
Yeah.
And it's like, things that we've done, right? Like, I've done programs or coaching courses where I'm like, oh shit, well, I have to get stuck in there and do the work, right? Like, I have to, like, I can't expect someone to come along and save things, right? Like, I think the best thing someone ever said to me was like, no one's coming to save you.
Yeah.
Which sounds really morbid and depressing,
Yeah.
but it's true, right? Like,
Yeah.
no one's coming to save you and take all your problems away. It's part of our business and personal development is we've got to figure out this journey as we go.
Totally.
What you got for me?
Oh, this might lead into this quite well. What boundaries are you working on right now, and how's that going for you?
How's it going for me? What boundaries are you talking about? Does it say on your thing what boundaries I should have?
Yeah, totally.
Oh.
But remember that screenshot that I sent you a couple of nights ago? I had to jump onto a website and ask for support from their internal support people because I just couldn't work out how to do this certain thing. And so I was on the chat with the guy from Spotify, and he was like, he was mid helping me.
Mid help desk, yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, I'd love to keep helping you, but I'm about to go on a break. So please wait 5 minutes and someone else will be with you. And I was like, are you kidding me?
But great boundary.
Well, totally. But I would be horrified if one of our team members were doing that like to a client. But yeah, boundaries, right? So what ones are you?
But that's a good topic, right? Because then, if your business has hours and lunch breaks and then you with right to disconnect and everything, right? Like, should the person not be able to say, I'm sorry, I'm now finishing at 5 o'clock, Mr. Landlord, I got to get off the phone.
I don't
I'll
think
call you back in the morning to finish our conversation.
Well, I mean, it depends what it is. And I guess my problem to him wasn't very big. To me, it was like, are you kidding me?
Customer, we're paying.
Yeah.
So this is the podcast. It was for.
Yeah.
We're kind of a big deal. So
Yeah.
Clearly, you're keeping your doors open.
But yeah, I think you're avoiding the question though.
Sorry, what?
What boundaries? You would talk to your clients about.
No, and I do all the time. My biggest problem with boundaries myself at the moment is I'm not I'm not sticking to the boundaries that I've set for myself as far as, I said, I've got a reminder that pops in my phone every night at 9 o'clock. Okay, turn off all your devices and shut down and go to sleep or go to analog mode, turn everything off and read a book or something. That was my aim and intention. But, I'm working late into the evenings at the moment. So, and like working on weekends and stuff. And I really want to pull that back. That's my aim for this month ahead is to really kind of get back to not working crazy hours.
Yeah.
Getting through that build phase we were talking about. And so I'm trying there. I suppose like client-wise, I've always been, if someone messages me outside of hours, like I've gone to respond.
Yeah.
I've been trying to, if say a Facebook Messenger message comes through from someone asking a question or a potential client, I've been trying to like not respond to that till the morning, right? Because otherwise it consumes every hour.
Yeah.
It's been interesting because like having I am kind of like an all hours person. I think that cup's going to fall off. It's just a language. Saved your
I
life.
didn't realize it had such a curve in there.
I saved Andrew's carpet. But so with my new team member starting, Carla, right?
Yeah.
Because actually, like the weekend before she started, it was like 9 o'clock on, I don't know, a Friday or Saturday night. And I think it was when we booked in our photo shoot and I was really excited. And like, I just shot her a quick message like, oh my God, so excited. We got the place booked in, blah, blah, blah. And I sent it and I was like, oh shit, am I the shitty boss that's like messaging my employees at like 9 o'clock at night when I shouldn't be doing that,
Yeah.
right? So I immediately said, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I just realized it's late. I was just excited. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to be that that boss on like day -0. You hadn't even started yet. -0 is not even a real number, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I'm
it's
the same.
interesting boundary wise, like sometimes I'm like, okay, I think of something and I want to like get it out. I have to remember that, you know, my team isn't necessarily on that time
all the time.
that
And I
same
say
time
that.
schedule.
I say that to my team. I'm like, this is for the morning, and then I'll just brain dump everything.
Yeah.
So if they're choosing to look at Telegram at 9 o'clock at night their time,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not expecting a reply, but I have to get it out of my brain.
Mm.
I've noticed on Telegram now Sheila's started doing scheduled messages, so she must be doing the same thing, brain dumping questions to me or whatever, and then
Just holding it till the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done the same. Like when I was doing Carla's onboarding, I actually said like, this will happen. Like I'm gonna send a message to you on you know, we've got Slack or an email. I don't expect you to respond until business hours. So
Yeah.
in the boundaries piece, I'm trying to help my team have boundaries, but also that means I have to have those boundaries in when I'm like dumping stuff onto.
Would you like
other
her
people.
to reply out of business hours?
I mean, she does, like, shout out Carla. I think she's like
I
me
love
and
it.
like us. Like she's
To be honest,
yeah.
with my team reply, I think it's great. Like, it's probably an unhealthy thing to get in the habit of doing, but
Yeah.
it, for me, I don't know. I just think about the business 24/7, and if someone, I never ask them to or anything, but if someone replies, especially if it's a question that I
Do you
have.
measure that as like, oh, that's a good dedicated
Yeah, I
employee?
do. I
Yeah,
do.
it's
I
interesting.
don't think less of them if they don't, but for me, it's like, oh, they know that that's on my mind, especially if it's a question about a current client, and maybe I'm talking to that client on Instagram DMs, which happens a lot, but I don't always know the ins and outs of every client, every VA. So I'll put something in the chat. Hey guys, what's happening here? Or have we followed up with this? And normally most of the team reply with what's actually happening. And I love it because then I can get back to that client and it just shows that we're on the ball. So I don't expect it, but I do secretly really love it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think people listening, there's going to be two camps on this one.
Yeah.
There's going to be a, you know, no, you shouldn't.
Yep.
Like it should be, you should have the switch off time. And then there's probably
Totally.
people that would think more along that line of, you know, my team are doing that. Like that's a good thing. And
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
It's,
know.
like part of me agrees. And then like, but part of me, especially because I've been so burnt out and tired lately, I don't want to put that onto anybody else. And I want to make sure that they're, you know, they're switching off and they're having time to do that. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. It's more of like a personal question. You've got a totally free weekend, no kids, no clients, no chaos. What is your dream 48 hours? It's Friday, no kids, no clients, no chaos. Maybe you've got no Wi-Fi too.
Yeah.
You can't work.
So I can't work.
Yeah. Okay, that's the caveat. You can't work.
Yeah.
Because I know your answer would be probably work.
Probably, which is really like a bit depressing. I would probably watch Netflix or something, get some Uber Eats for the Friday night.
Potato day or potato night.
Yeah, potato night. And then the next day I would go to the beach.
Yep.
Have a walk.
Beach and like read a book.
Yep. That's what I would do.
I haven't done that.
I would pretend I was on holidays. I would maybe even go to a hotel on the beach. So I could, get some Uber Eats to the hotel, walk on the beach.
Take yourself on a holiday.
A mini little holiday. So I would
would you go?
really switch off.
Where would you?
I mean, I wouldn't go far. I would just, I don't know.
Should I wanted to go? We should go.
What we're doing tonight?
I really want to go like the Port Stephens Banisters. Have you been?
Been. Yeah.
Is that really nice? That'd be a nice like little weekend
48-hour
getaway.
Yep, totally.
Yeah.
Somewhere with a day spa would be good too.
Oh,
book
yeah.
myself in for
Yep.
a massage. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Nothing crazy.
Relax.
If I lived in Perth, I'd probably duck over to Bali, to be honest, for the
So if you lived
weekend.
in Perth. Are you moving to
Yeah.
Perth?
No, no. But it's so close. It's like 3 hours on the plane,
Yeah.
and then you could really have a good break.
Yeah. Would you go for 48 hours?
No, I'd probably take an extra day or 2.
So we've now gone from
I know.
from
From someone who likes to
from
work a
like
lot, I've now extended it to 4 days in Bali.
so now you're just having a holiday.
Yeah.
Love it.
What about you? What would you do? You'd be very similar, I feel.
Yeah, I think I actually it's funny from being separated for a while now. And like obviously I miss my kids when they're not there, but I actually really like being at home without my kids.
Yeah.
Like to have time just to enjoy my house. So it would probably
Yeah.
be similar. I might yeah, wake up and take myself for the gym and the coffee and
And you live in Manly on the beach, so
I do, yes. It's
it's
really
you
nice.
could go somewhere, but you'd literally want what you already have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally right. And like, I can open up my windows, I can hear the beach and the waves
Yeah.
like down near the wharf there. And yeah, I'd probably like read and rest and
Yeah.
probably a bit of a Netflix binge in there somewhere, like
Mm,
and some Uber Eats for
yeah.
sure.
Have you watched, It Ends With Us?
I haven't, no. I
Oh
read the book years ago
my
though.
god.
Yeah.
I watched it twice on the plane.
Twice.
Yeah.
You
It's
must
so
really
good.
like it.
You will love it. Yeah.
But this is this whole like Blake
Yeah.
Lively stuff that's
It's
been
so
going
good.
down.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I haven't watched it.
You have to.
Okay, well, can you clear my 48 hours?
Yeah. Okay. What does success look like to you now versus 5 years ago?
Hmm. That's a good question. I'm trying to think where I was 5 years ago and what I wanted. I had the business. Um, I mean, it's probably similar. It just
Mhm.
hasn't quite actualized until more recently.
Yeah.
Like it would be having financial freedom and having freedom of time, like
Mm.
probably would be my two measures of success.
Yeah.
I actually saw this cool thing on Facebook this morning before we were coming here, and it was like the 10 levels of I don't know wealth or freedom or whatever it is, and
Mm.
it's like get paid for your time, and then get paid for passive income, and then have additional income like pay off your debts, and then invest and build wealth, and then at some stage be able to choose if you work or not, but
Yeah.
have really great wealth and income behind you.
Mm.
So I think built to have a business where, yeah, I did have more time freedom and wealth freedom would still be that definition of success. I mean, I probably should say something like, "Oh, be a good mom," and all that type of stuff.
You
That's obviously something I want to do as well.
You are a
Um,
great mum. Stop
Thank
it.
you. Thanks. Thanks.
Too hard on yourself.
I definitely am. But yeah, I'm sure that there's a part in me as well that, wants to make sure that it's being a good mom on that side, but it's the success in that area would be making sure that I raise kids that are strong and resilient and
Yeah.
self-sufficient, that I can push them out there into the world and they're gonna survive and not break,
Yeah.
like it's especially with kids, it's a tough world out there. It's gonna be really tough with social media and everything as
Yeah.
kids get older.
Yeah.
I wanna make sure that they're strong and resilient, and then
Mhm.
the great thing is that Taylor points out to me sometimes, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm not there as much," or, like, when I'm judging myself for it, he's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, but, like, them going through tougher things also makes them stronger as well," so,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
What about you? Let's finish up with you.
Um, if I think back of 5 years ago, what my life was like then, it's completely changed. The
You were
business
still in a job
I
back then,
was,
weren't
yeah,
you?
in a job.
Mm.
The business isn't even 3 years old yet, and yeah, it's done very well, and I feel like it's gonna continue to do well. So it's what I think the next 5 years will be, it's just gonna change massively. So very similar to you, I've just gotta reevaluate goals probably every 6 months or 12 months. Um, so yeah, I don't know, but
Mm.
definitely building not just a business, but I wanna build personal wealth. We've got one investment property, I want many, many more.
Yeah.
So it's looking at what else we can do for the family in that
Yeah,
sense.
and it's similar, right? 'Cause it's breaking out of that traditional rat race of, I suppose, just earning that 9 till 5 income, and
Yeah.
I see there's posts every day in our local mums group of
Mhm.
people who like, how's everyone making this work, right? Like we've got, a single income or two incomes, and we obviously can't get pay rises, and how do we make extra income,
Yeah.
right? And I think it's the blessing and the curse of being a business owner is we can create more money and more income.
Mm,
But I think it's like that next level. Okay, well, what do we do with the wealth, and like how do we get
yeah.
that money to work as much as it can?
Yeah. I actually had a meeting with a financial planner the other day,
Mm.
to look at your whole life and your business. So not just like a business coach or, you know, anything like that. It's like looking at everything that is, they look at the strategy of your
What you want,
investments,
yeah.
your super, um, how you've got your business structured so you can pull money out of it, or, you know, family trust so your kids can get paid, and all of these sorts of things, but it's all working together as one. So instead of getting just someone to look at your, say, your super, and then someone else to look at your
They can look at
your
it all
business
together. Yeah,
structure,
that's smart.
yeah. So, and insurances and things, like if something happened to Clint or something happened to me, who's managing all of that so they can go, okay, this is the next plan.
Yeah.
So they work with you every year to like look at your goals, what you want to achieve, and then they help put the wheels in motion of what you want to achieve.
Mm.
So,
Great. That's success.
yeah.
Love it.
Mm.
All right. Well, that's all the questions we have for today. Thanks for joining me on the couch.
You're
You're actually on a
welcome.
couch today.
I know. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening. Be sure to send in your questions. We'll do another listener episode soon. This was our own questions to provoke and get some fun
Prod.
stuff out of each other, prod each other.
Yeah.
But we'd love to hear, what your questions are that you'd like us to answer, or challenges that you're facing. And we'll do another listener ep soon. But in the meantime, thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and share this episode to help us reach more people.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.